Facebook is what you make of it. Your drama, not Facebook. The people you have around your life are drama, not Facebook. So you can make it a positive influence to your life, or you can make it a negative one. So for the most part, for myself, I try to use Facebook, social media in general, as a powerful tool to reach others, to help them, to whether it's through Spartan racing or just fitness in general. With that said, creating groups. We have the West Coast Spartans. We have a lot of big groups, and sometimes, man, there's just nonsense in there, and that's because of the people what they choose to bring to the table. I just created one for the Machete 30 pushes for 30 days, and on the group, I don't need anyone to be the push-up police. Even if you think you're being positive, a lot of people are very defensive when it comes to, kind of tell them they're not doing the proper form. I'll do that. I'll take the heat, I guess. But most people know that where I'm coming from. I'm coming from a positive influence to try to help them. So no need for anyone to be, all you got to do really is just, tell people good job, participate. Don't just be lurking. Like their videos. Go ahead and leave a comment. A simple nice job will encourage people to keep doing them. A lot of people don't post videos because they feel embarrassed because of the same reason, because there's idiots out there that will just go and put dumb things in it. You always see that on Facebook videos. There's always someone that will say something dumb, and all of a sudden something positive turns into just an argument. And I'm not gonna have any of that in any of my groups. If you're acting up, your ass is getting kicked out. So that's all I have to say about that one. Okay, the other thing, as far as whether it's your neighbors, your coworkers, your friends, relationships, let's try to have a positive attitude. You always have people, when I was working at the office, people that are just unhappy with their lives, just bitter, and they bring it into others. Leave it at home. We all have problems. We all go through shit in life. Who I was 2 years ago and who I am today is just like total different persons. Some stuff is good, some stuff is not that good. We are humans. We make mistakes, but long story short, and that's not something that I have shared with many people, but it got so bad after my separation from my kid's mom, just not able to deal with that change in my life, something that I was not prepared for. It got so bad, my depression, that it got to the point that I did want to shoot myself. I got to the point where I was holding a gun and I just wanted to end things. But then, you know what? Thank God I have my boys. And that just, something kicked in, and, obviously I didn't do nothing. And this is where I am now. I'm happy with life. And, it's the best feeling in the world. When you could be happy without the need of someone making you happy, that's when you really are going to start enjoying life. And a lot of people will relate with this because, we all gone through stuff. It's sad in a way that you do see, it's a lot of us out there, a lot of single parents, but, it is what it is. You just got to make the best of it. For me, started off with Herbalife, the group of people I met there. Then, once I got in good shape, and then I was looking for something else, and then I met Spartan Race. And Spartan Race, again, another influence in my life that changed everything completely. Without those group of people that I met, like I said, through Herbalife and to Spartan Race, and now with creating Machete Madness and the people that I met through there, my coaches, my OCR grinders, with all of these people, I wouldn't be who I am today. So what I'm trying to say is, social media is very powerful, but it is what you make it, a positive or a negative. It doesn't matter if I fucking say, bad words and stuff like that sometimes, but, it's the message, the real message that you're trying to send. And that message for me is that if I can do it, you can do it. Last week, a friend of mine, Francisco, he shared his story in a podcast. And I really didn't, I knew when he came to me, as far as doing Spartan races and all of that, I knew that what he wanted to do, and he was making a change, he was getting in better shape, but I really didn't know his full story until I listened to the podcast. And it started as simple as his wife finding me on Instagram, seeing one of my videos doing, Superman push-ups or some crazy stuff, showing it to him, and him just looking at it like, oh, that's pretty impressive. But when she showed him my before picture, he was like, well, who the hell is that? It's not the same guy. And she's like, yeah, it is. Right, and then he believed from there on that if I did it, he was gonna be able to do it. And his story is amazing. If you get a chance to listen to it, him and his wife are about to get their double trifecta, and that's just one person from one single post and what it happened to him. You know, every day I'll get a tons of messages from people that with similar stories, saying that somehow what I was doing, you know, helped them, motivate them to do the same, and you can do the same. So that's why, you know, on the group, and when I tell people to post their videos, it's because it's not about you, it's about the other people. It's about the influence that you may bring to someone. You know what I mean? If you don't post it, or if you don't do nothing, if I never did none of that, there's a lot of people that would not even be doing sparring. Now at every race, I mean, I see tons of people that are actually literally starting doing that because I've been doing them. So think about how much influence you can have on others too. And it goes back to the same thing, just being positive. I keep looking over here and the camera's over there, whatever. So in general, just be positive. As far as the groups, you know, save it. All the drama, all the freaking arguing, all of that, save it. When people, it takes a lot of time to put in, you know, put those groups together, to put pages together. So don't ruin them. You know, then people leave those rooms. They don't want to be part of that. So in my rooms, I will kick your ass out if you start being negative. No hard feelings. Just move on. If you're not going to participate, same thing. What's the point of just scrolling to stuff and not even caring what people are doing? So get involved. Add people to the group, and let's do this together. We are gonna, you know, 2016, man, we're taking over. Sparring race, everything that we're doing, Machete Madness, all of that, we're growing, and we're gonna make things much better. Be positive. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer as much as I can. Sometimes I've literally fallen asleep on my phone, but I do really try my best to get back to people. They take the time to reach out to me, so I'll try to do the same, even though when sometimes, you know, it's kind of hard to do it. But just, again, I keep repeating the same thing over and over. We all been through stuff. You're not the only one. And I can't think of anything worse than when someone doesn't care about themselves, they don't love themselves, that they literally want to kill themselves. And that's where I was 2 years ago. And now it's just like every day, you know, you wake up and you just thank God for being alive, and even better when you're able to help others. So I will see you guys in at the LA Sprint this Saturday. You know, hopefully I get to talk to some of you guys, take some pictures, take some selfies, and, you know, just say hi, and let's do this, guys. Haru!